men's 200 freestyle. And in lane 8, Cooper Zecker-Kemney of Rockville, Montgomery, 155.34. Here's the D final in the men's 200 free. D final lane 1, Eagle Swim Team, Andrew Chen, 2 for Huntsville Swim Association, Philip Walker, 3 for Chicago Wolfpack, Joseph Countryman, 4 for Germantown Academy, Andrew Zhao. Lane 5 for City of Mobile, Noah Greer, 6 for Petty Aquatic Association, Tomas Chevres, 7 for Chicago Wolfpack, Charles Tracy, and 8 for New Wave Swim Club, Truman Brightout. Noah Greer at the 50, 26.19, ahead of Charles Tracy, lane 7, turning it at 26.75. Noah Greer out front here in the D final at the 100, 55.11, ahead of Charles Tracy in 7. And right up in lane 8, 3rd position. We're looking for relay cards from the following clubs: Machine Aquatics, Team Pittsburgh, Waukesha Express, and Petty Aquatics. You need to get relay cards turned in. Machine Aquatics, Team Pittsburgh, Waukesha Express, and Petty Aquatic. You need to get your relay cards turned in. Charles Tracy, Chicago Wolfpack, lane 7. Into the wall he comes, takes the D final heat in a time of 1:54.30.
Go, Brando. Good job, Andy.
Now the bonus final heat in men's 200 freestyle.
Come on, Brandon.
Lane 1 for Chelsea Pierce Aquatic, Parker Lenosi. 2 for New Wave Swim Club, Enzo Solitario. 3 for Nova of Virginia, Hayden Bartz. 4 for Chicago Wolfpack, Peter Nolan. 5 for Mako Aquatics, Andrew Hansen. 6 for Huntsville Swim Association, Yance Young. 7 for Tide Riders, Graham Zucker. And 8 for Germantown Academy, Brandon Fleck. Enzo Solitario, New Wave, out front in lane 2. Breathing off to his right, sees the rest of the field as he turns at the 100, 54.79. Had Andrew Hansen of Mako in lane 5 at a 55.16. And Lance Young from Huntsville Swim Association, 3rd in lane 6, turned it a 55.37. Solitario out front with a healthy lead for 200 freestyle. Now we got Brandon Fleck turning at the 150 from Germantown Academy. And here at the finish, the bonus final, your winner out of Heat 8, Brandon Fleck of Germantown Academy at a time of 153.89. Consolation final up next in men's 200 freestyle. Lane 1 for Petty Aquatic Association, Max Peterson. 2 for Rockville Montgomery, Joshua Lopez. 3 for Stingrays, Nathan Raridan. 4 for Suburban Seahawks, Ken Yinier. 5 for Bodemaker Aquatic, Ryan Nip. 6 for Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. 7 for Germantown Academy, Jonathan Freeman. And in lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Clay Bauman. Hundred turn for Alexander Teesing, lane 6, 55.04, ahead of Max Peterson. Lane 1, who turns in a 55.18. Jonathan Freeman, third in lane 7. Teesing still out front at the 150, 124.02. Ahead of Freeman in lane 7. Ken Yinier, third in lane 4. And Alexander Teesing, a Lakeside Swim Team, lane 6, 152.70 in the consolation final here of the men's 200 freestyle. Out onto the pool deck now, the championship final heat in men's 200 free. Line up here for this race, beginning in lane 1 from Petty Aquatic Association, Luke Brennan. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. 3 for Machine Aquatics, Noah Dyer. Lane 4 for Dad's Club Swim Team, Alex Mayo. 5 for Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 6 for Core Swimming, William Savarisi. 7 for Bulldog Aquatic Club, Adam Winnemeyer. And in lane 8 for Zionsville Swim Club, Malcolm Slater in the championship final heat of men's 200 free. NCSA long course record of the men's 200 freestyle, a 149.17 by Alec Enyart of Tsunami Swim Team at last year's summer championship. Olympic trial cut time in this event, 149.99. Alex Maeo out front, took off about 0.3 of a second from his entry time with his preliminary swim this morning. Maeo turned at the 100, 53.68 this morning, 53.43 tonight. Second, John Crush from Lakeside, lane 2, 54.22. And third, Joshua Knoll in lane 5. Maeo this morning at the 150, 123.07, 122.18. He's got to get it home if he wants to get that trial cut. Noah Dyer, second position, lane 3. And third, John Crush in lane 2. Alex Maeo, Dad's Club Swim Team in lane 4. His time on the wall this evening, 150.80. As we now direct your attention down to the scoreboard balcony end of the natatorium, heading into 50 breaststroke for women and men. The final in women's 50 breaststroke. Jager in 1, Stout in 2, Keen in 3, Green in 4, Witowitz in 5, Rodriguez in 6, Mewborn in 7, and McGraw in lane 8. Anna Keen, Excel Aquatics in lane 3. Lane 5, Isabella Witowitz reaching for the wall, and first to touch is Isabella Witowitz from Academy Bullets in a time of 34.40. D final now in women's 50 breaststroke. Lane 1 of this D final heat Linson, we got Reed in 2, Diaz in 3, Out in 4, Sense in 5, Bruins in 6, Jimenez in 7, and Moore in lane 8. Natalie Sense, Pittsburgh, lane 5. Leading them into the wall. And Natalie's time, 34.37. Bonus final in this event. Lane 1 of this bonus final heat, Ford, Aiken in 2, Meth in 3, Bremner in 4, Gogol in 5, Patterson in 6, Wilkins 7, and Z in lane 8. Sheena Gogol, Northwest Arkansas in lane 5. She does touch first. Sheena Gogol in a time of 33.68. Consolation final now in women's 50 breaststroke. Perkins in 1, Wysocki in 2, Stukas in 3, Yu in 4, Fultz in 5, Schmidt in 6, Smith in 7, and Tegler in lane 8. Leanne Fang, Northwest Arkansas Aquatic in lane 4. Yu in 4, touching in a 32.94. Ready now for the championship final heat in women's 50 breaststroke. Here's how they'll line up, beginning in lane 1 from Lakeside Swim Team. Georgia Kaler, 2 for Stingrays. Evelyn Jezeraniak in 3 for Chicago Wolfpack. Kayla Duran, 4 for Academy Bullets. Bridget McCann, 5 for Academy Bullets. Elizabeth Naraki, lane 6 for Irish Aquatics. Lily Christensen, 7 for Academy Bullets. Chloe Diner, and in lane 8 for the Bullets, Olivia Moore in the championship final heat of women's 50 breaststroke. NCSA long course record of the women's 50 breaststroke, 31.62 by Rachel Munson of Shorewood Swim Club in 2015. Bridget McCann, Academy Bullets here in lane 4, not too far off that meet record. In her swim this morning, Bridget McCann, lane 4. Poked out front, ahead of the rest of the championship final heat. Into the wall they come. And Bridget McCann with a time of 31.70. E-final in the men's 50 breaststroke. Wolfel in 1, Rowe in 2, Durham in 3, Robertson in 4, Houston in 5, Otwell in 6, Key in 7, and Beckley in lane 8. E-final touching with Colin Houston, lane 5 for Southeastern Swim Club, 30.93. D-final in the men's 50 breaststroke. Dye in 1, McGregor in 2, Martin in 3, Ridge in 4, Pacey in 5, Nevercall in 6, Leonard in 7, and Wilkinson in lane 8. The final heat goes to Spencer Ridge, Nova of Virginia, at a time of 30.16. Bonus final in men's 50 breaststroke. Hale in 1, Umford in 2, Fraser in 3, Duckworth in 4, Heinlein Persalt in 5, Young in 6, Mailer in 7, and Beyer in lane 8. Jacob Duckworth, Tsunami Swim Team in lane 4. Into the wall in the bonus final heat. Touching first, Jacob Duckworth, and a time of 30.16. Consolation final now. Grenke in 1, Tome in 2, Jewel in 3, Rattler in 4, York in 5, Withrow in 6, Wilbur in 7, and Hensel in lane 8. Lane 7, Brian Wilbur. Rockville Montgomery looking strong. Lane 4, Larry Rattler, Chicago Wolfpack. Over in lane 2, Levi Tome, Swim Streamline. And touching first, Levi Tome of Swim Streamline in a time of 29.76. And now parading out the championship final heat of men's 50 breaststroke. In lane 1 from Greenwich YWCA, Aiden Beccaria. 2 for Ole Swimming, Andrew Delzer. 3 for Eagle Swim Team, Caden Bowers. 4 for Swim Streamline, Tyler Tannenberg. 5 for Suburban Seahawks, Jake Wang. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Seneca Odo. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Alex Oxenbean. And in lane 8 for Petty Aquatic Association, Daniel Lister. In the championship final heat, a men's 50 breaststroke. NCSA long course record in the men's 50 breaststroke, 28.12 by Kledai Kadu of Tide Riders in 2021. Tyler Tannenberger, Swim Streamline, Morning Swim 28.67, has potential to break the meet record tonight. Tannenberger is out front in lane 4. And your championship, your champion in this event, 28.15 for Tyler Tannenberger. 0.03 of a second off the record. Great swim. Women's 100 backstroke up next. Here's the E-final in that event. Lane 1 of this E-final heat from Boilermaker Aquatics, Maris Emmert. 2 from Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan. 3 from Rockville Montgomery, Andrea Dwart. 4 for Tide Riders, Madeline Krager. 5 for Course Swimming, Eloise Williamson. Lane 6 for Nova of Virginia, Lane Francis. 7 for Huntsville Swim Association, Abigail Chan. And lane 8 from Astra Area Aquatics, Lucy Velty. Eloise Williamson out front, lane 5. She turns in a 31.25. Ahead of Velty in lane 8. Velty turned at the same time as Dwart. Dwart in lane 3. And Andrea Dwart, Rockville Montgomery, lane 3, takes the E-final heat in a time of 104.88. D-final. Lane 1 for Long Island Aquatic Club, Lauren Petalano. 2 for Chicago Wolfpack, Isabella Chow. 3 for Ole Swimming, Catherine Tang. 4 for Rockwood Swim Club, Abby Luton. 5 for Academy Bullets, Annabelle Naraki. 6 for TNT Swimming, Megan Kokorin. 7 for Chelsea Pierce Aquatic, Alexander Moore. And lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Carly Tyler. Halfway through the D final heat, and out in front, Abby Luton from Rockwood Swim Club, 30.82, ahead of Morgan Kokorin in lane 6 for TNT Swimming. And touching first out of lane 6, Megan Kokorin, TNT Swimming. Her time, 104.10. Bonus final in women's 100 backstroke. Lane 1 of this bonus final heat for Academy Bullets, Jillian McNamara. 2 for Chicago Wolfpack, Julietta Tracy. 3 for Arkansas Dolphins, Zoe Smith. 4 for Coast Guard Blue Dolphins, Phoebe Mayo. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Kate Brager. 6 for Academy Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. And 8 for Rockwood Swim Club, Alexis Cook. 50 turning out in front, Zoe Smith. For Arkansas Dolphins, 31.28, ahead of Kate Brager, Lakeside in lane 5. Close field as they reach for the wall. Touching first, Kate Brager from Lakeside in lane 5 in a time of 104.21. Here's the consolation final heat in women's 100 backstroke. Lane 1 for Zionsville Swim Club, Molly Simmons. 2 for Northwest Arkansas Aquatic, Ellison Schrank. 3 for Stingrays, Finley Jones. 4 for Rockwood, Sydney Shoke. 5 for Germantown Academy, Carly Bowles. 6 for Blazing Barracudas, Claire Mihawk. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Ava Graziani. And 8 for Germantown Academy, Taylor Grimley. Carly Bowles out front, lane 5, 30.71, ahead of Claire Mihawk, lane 6. Carly Bowles, Germantown Academy, out front here in the consolation final heat, lane 5. Shoke coming up at the end there, lane 4, but Carly Bowles does touch first in a time of 103.23. Here now bringing out the championship final heat in women's 100 backstroke. Line up here for this race. Lane 1 from St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersper. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. 3 for TNT Swimming, Lavinia Sim. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. Lane 5 for Germantown Academy, Emily Hamill. 6 for Waukesha Express, Ella Antnuski. 7 for Texas Ford Aquatics, Ella Glass. And in lane 8 for Ole Swimming, Josie Conley in the championship final heat of women's 100 backstroke. NCSA record in the women's 100 backstroke, 1:00:44 by Charlotte Crush in lane 4. Set that time this morning, her new meet record with a preliminary swim. Also, she already had her Olympic trial cut time in this event. Lowered it even more. She was out at 29:46 this morning. Charlotte Crush, 29:06, faster this evening. Second, Lavonia Sim, TNT, lane 3. Lane 5, Emily Hamill, Germantown Academy, but Charlotte Crush, will she lower her meet record time from this morning? Yes, she does. 1:00:07. Charlotte Crush breaking a record from this morning. And a very quick women's 100 backstroke as part of our evening final. She's having a little fun with that. It'll be men's 200 butterfly up next. Here's the final in that event. Lane 1 of this E-final. Swimming unattached, City of Mobile, Dane Goodman. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Stephen Bailey. 3 for Southeastern Swim Club, Jihoon Jung. 4 for Swim Houston, Gideon Swan. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luis Sanchez. 6 for Rockville Montgomery, Joshua Lopez. 7 for Tsunami Swim Team, Ellis Cushy. And in lane 8 for Chelsea Piers Aquatics, Jack Haley. Hundred turning out in front, Jack Haley in lane 8 for Chelsea Pierce Aquatic, 59:08. Head of Stephen Bailey, Lakeside in lane 2 at a 1:00:36. E-final on the wall now. Jack Haley, lane 8, 2:05.60. Now the D final in men's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 of this D final heat, Gavin Coggin from Zionsville Swim Club. 2 for Long Island Aquatic. Ethan Silver, 3 for Lakeside Swim Team. Boone Wilcox, 4 for Nova of Virginia. George Strudgeon, 5 for Dad's Club. Larkin Hellman, 6 for Texas Ford Aquatics. Graydon Barker, 7 for Arlington Aquatic Club. Caleb Bolfin, 8 for Rockville Montgomery. Jackson Rankin. Hundred turn in the D final heat. Out front, Boone Wilcox, Lakeside Swim Team in lane 3 at a 59.65 ahead of Graydon Barker of Texas Ford Aquatics in lane 6, 59.87. Here comes the field with half a length to go here in the D final heat. Men's 200 butterfly. Boone Wilcox, Lakeside Swim Team, lane 3. Onto the flags and into the wall. One more reach. He touches in a time of 2:05.58. Here's the bonus final of the men's 200 fly. Lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Thomas Mercer. 2 for Academy Bullets. Aiden Puck. 3 for Machine Aquatics. Ryan Graham. 4 for North Carolina Aquatic. Ian Platts Mills. 5 for North Carolina is Andrew Cummins. 6 for Poseidon Swimming, Spencer Campbell. 7 for Nova of Virginia, Brady Julian. And 8 for Academy Bullets, Tanner Stuppenhorst. Thomas Mercer, lane 1 at the 50, 27.77 ahead of Ryan Graham, Machine Aquatics in lane 3. Thomas Mercer, Lakeside Swim Team, in control of the heat at the 100. 59.44 ahead of Andrew Cummins. Lane 5 at a 59.71. Third, Ryan Graham. Lane 3. Thomas Mercer at the 150, 131.31. Lane 4, Ian Platts Mills coming on strong now in lane 4. Platts Mills into the lead and into the wall in a time of 2:05.24 to take that bonus final heat. And now the consolation final heat in the men's 200 fly. Lane 1 from New Wave Swim Club, Logan Beebe. 2 for Long Island Aquatic, Ryan Baldwin. 3 for Dad's Club, Max O'Neill. 4 for Suburban Seahawks, Jacob Johnson. 5 for New Wave Swim Club, Caden Hedrick. 6 for Rockville Montgomery, Aiden Erkin. 7 for Suburban Seahawks, Ken Yinier. And lane 8 for Novi Sturgeons, Nicholas Sirianni. Hedrick at the 50, 27.09, ahead of Jacob Johnson in lane 4. Caden Hedrick at the 100, 58.36 in lane 5. Head of Jacob Johnson, lane 4, 58.78. And third, Max O'Neill in lane 3, 59.92. Hedrick turns at the 150, 130.03. Johnson still in second, lane 4. Now in third, Ryan Baldwin in lane 2. Caden Hedrick, New Wave Swim Club in lane 5. Comes in on the consolation final. His time, 2:02.09. Now walking out the championship final heat of the men's 200 butterfly. Line up here in the championship final heat of men's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 for Academy Bullets, Sean Wayner. 2 for Huntsville Swim Association, Luke Betzel. 3 for Dad's Club, Ian O'Neill. 4 for Germantown Academy, Landon D'Ariano. 5 for Texas Fort Aquatics, Yokanan Meza. 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Owen Denkert. 7 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. And in lane 8 for Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll in the championship final heat of men's 200 butterfly. NCSA long course record of the men's 200 butterfly, 159.62 by Ryan Vipovitz of Rockville, Montgomery in 2018. D'Ariano out in a 26.60, quicker than this morning, 27.02 for him. Max Haney, Ole Swimming, lane 7. Don't forget, at the conclusion of this heat in the water, we're going to be doing our award presentations for all the events that have been swum so far this evening before we cap off the evening with relays. So we need our top 8 finishers from all of our races so far over at award staging. Landon D'Ariano turns at the 100, 56.87. And second, Sean Wader, Academy Bullets, lane 1, 58.71. D'Ariano at the 150 this morning, 129.95, 128.79. On his way back, would like to get that Olympic trial cut time, 2:00:49. D'Ariano out front, lane 5, Yokanan Meza. Coming on D'Ariano, but D'Ariano's lead too great, and he touches in a time 2:01.13. All right, award presentations coming up on all the events we've swum so far this evening. We need our top 8 finishers over at award staging. Need our top 8 finishers in all of our events that have been swum so far this evening. Women's 400 IM, men's 200 free, women's and men's 50 breaststroke, women's 100 back, and a men's 200 fly. Need those top 8 from all those events over at award staging right now, please. And award presentations now. Beginning with the women's 400 IM. In 8th place from St. Croix Swim Club, Torrin McGillis. 7th from Southeastern Swim Club, Audrey Crawford. 6th from Suburban Seahawks Club, Gima Underkofer. 5th place from North Carolina Aquatic, Eva Bulke. 4th from Rockville Montgomery Swim Club, Angela Kadori. 3rd from Lakeside Swim Team, Kate Brager. 2nd from Core Swimming, Campbell Chase. And your NCSA champion in women's 400 IM from Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. Both Campbell Chase and Haley McDonald swimming faster than the Olympic trial cut time in the 400 IM event with their performances this evening. So congratulations, ladies. Our next award presentation in the men's 200 freestyle. In 8th place from Zionsville Swim Club, Malcolm Slater. 7th from Petty Aquatic Association, Luke Brennan. 6th from Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 5th from Core Swimming, William Savarese. 4th from Bulldog Aquatic Club, Adam Wedemeyer. 3rd place from Machine Aquatics, Noah Dyer. 2nd from Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. And your NCSA champion in men's 200 freestyle from Dad's Club, Alex Maeo, in a time of 1:50.80. Thank you, gentlemen. Our next award presentation in the women's 50 breaststroke. Here they come. In 8th place from Academy Bullet Swim Club, Olivia Moore. 7th place from Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. In 6th place from Academy Bullets, Chloe Diner. 5th from Chicago Wolfpack Aquatic Club, Kayla Duran. 4th from Stingrays, Evelyn Jezerinak. 3rd from Lakeside Swim Team, Georgia Kaler. 2nd place finisher from Academy Bullets, Elizabeth Naraki. And your NCSA champion of the women's 50 breaststroke from Academy Bullets, Bridget McCann, in a time of 31.70. Thank you, ladies. Our next awards presentation of the men's 50 breaststroke. In 8th place from Petty Aquatic Association, Daniel Lister. 7th from Ole Swimming, Andrew Delzer. 6th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Alex Oxenbane. We had a tie for 4th between Kentucky Aquatics, Seneca Odo, and Greenwich YWCA Dolphins, Aiden Beccaria. The 3rd place finisher from Eagle Swim Team, Caden Bowers. Placing 2nd from Suburban Seahawks, Jake Wang. And the NCSA champion of the men's 50 breaststroke from Swim Streamline of Northampton, Tyler Tannenberger, in a time of 28.15. Thank you, gentlemen. Next, the award presentation in women's 100 backstroke. There are these ladies. In 8th place from Texas Ford Aquatics, Ella Glass. 7th from Ole Swimming, Josie Conley. 6th place from Lakeside Swim Team, Haley McDonald. 5th place from TNT Swimming, Lavinia Sim. 4th place from Waukesha Express, Ella Antoniewski. 3rd place from St. Andrews Aquatics, Aspen Gersper. 2nd from Germantown Academy Aquatic, Emily Hamill. And your NCSA champion in women's 100 backstroke from Lakeside, breaking her record from this morning, the new record in this event, 100.07, Charlotte Crush. Our final award presentation here in men's 200 butterfly. And there they are in 8th place from Huntsville Swim Association, Luke Bedsole. 7th from Tide Riders, Joshua Knoll. 6th from Academy Bullets, Sean Wainer. 5th from Ole Swimming, Max Haney. 4th place from Dad's Club, Ian O'Neill. 3rd place from Fort Wayne Swim Team, Owen Dankirk. 2nd from Texas Ford Aquatics, Jokanen Meza. And your NCSA champion in men's 200 fly from Germantown Academy, Landon D'Ariano, in a time of 2:01.13. And that concludes our award presentations for this evening. Relays coming up, and the awards for those will be handed out before we start our final session tomorrow. Just a little under 9 minutes before we get started here with our first relay heats. Swimmers, let's please begin to clear the main competition pool. Please begin to clear the main competition pool. Swimmers, let's please start to clear the main competition pool. Swimmers, let's please clear the main competition pool. Timers back to your chairs, please. Swimmers, let's please exit the main competition pool. All right, who's ready for relays? Let's hear you. You guys ready for some relays? Yeah. Let's do it. Here we go. Going to start it off with Heat 1 of the women's 800 free relay. McCormick leading off for St. Croix in lane 1. Gressick for Academy Bullets in 2. Connolly for Arlington Aquatic in 3. Tyler for Lakeside in 4. Brown for Tide Riders in 5. Miklos for Nova of Virginia in 6. Lane 8. Wharton for Texas Ford Aquatics. All right, coming up on the 200-meter mark. We got Tide Riders in lane 5, Nova of Virginia in 6 fighting it out. Tide Riders with the edge in lane 5, Allison Maloney up next. Madeline Bynum for Nova of Virginia, lane 6. There she goes. 3rd position, St. Croix, Sydney Detman. Allison Maloney has the Tide Riders out there. She's got another 100 to go in the second leg of Heat 1 of the women's 800 freestyle relay. Second, Nova of Virginia. Then Madeline Bynum for St. Croix. We got Detman in 4th position, Arlington Aquatic in lane 3, Charlotte Skugna. Number 3 swimmers ready to go. Tide Riders out in front, lane 5. Catherine Chavez up next. 2nd position over in lane 1. St. Croix Swim Club, Isabel Espinoza ready to go. There she's in the water now for Nova Virginia in lane 6. Kirsten Armstrong. Still the Tide Riders out front, but very close. St. Croix over in lane 1. Anchoring for the Tide Riders in lane 5, going to be Ella Arbiter. For St. Croix over in lane 1, Turin McGillis. Lakeside into 2nd position. And they've got Sydney Green. 3rd at the 600, Nova of Virginia, lane 6, Kira Reed. Ella Arbiter for the Tide Riders in lane 5. She makes her final turn, 7:56.42. St. Croix in second. Lakeside third in lane 4. And heat one's going to go to Tide Riders in lane 5 as they touch in a time of 8:30.15. Heat 2 of the women's 800 free. Stewart leads off for Blazing Barracudas in lane 1. Gielan for Chelsea Pierce in 2. Kloutman for Rockwood in 3. Dwork for Rockville Montgomery in lane 4. Chase for Core Swimming in 5. Swinney for Zionsville in 6. Klingensmith for Team Pittsburgh in 7. And Watkins for Rockville Montgomery in lane 8. Rockville Montgomery out front in lane 4. Andrea Dworak, your lead swimmer, is going to turn it over to Madison Smith here. Second's going to be Zionsville Swim Club. Ava Metzger now underway. Amelia Lester for Core Swimming in lane 5. And for Rockwood Swim Club in lane 3, Hayden Schussel. Rockville Montgomery coming in here in lane 4. Number 3 swimmer, Angela Kadori, ready to go. Lane 6 for Zionsville Swim Club. Maggie Hadley away in lane 5 for course swimming. Grace Belknap. For Rockwood Swim Club in lane 3, Alexis Cook. Anchor swimmers stepping up onto the block now. Rockville Montgomery out front. Alyssa Kwan up next. Lane 6 for Zionsville Swim Club. Anchoring will be Kathleen Baroker. Third position now over in lane 1, Blazing Barracudas, Meredith Stewart. And fourth in lane 2, Chelsea Pierce, Peyton Foster. $100 left here in this race, heat 2. Rockville Montgomery out front, Zionsville still second. Really the places haven't changed. Blazing Barracudas third in lane 1. Chelsea Pierce, let's see, in fourth in lane 3, Rockwood Swim Club. All right, getting interesting here at the end. Rockwood Swim Club coming up. Cindy Shoke. Cindy Shoke for Rockwood in lane 3 puts them into the lead. Rockwood coming into the wall right here at the end to take heat 2 in a time of 8:31.75. Here is Heat 3 of the women's 800 freestyle relay. Kitchell leads off for Dad's Club in lane 1. Rents for Academy Bullets in 2. Suma for Lakeside Swim Team in 3. Freed for Long Island Aquatic in lane 4. Zungaro for Long Island Aquatic in lane 5. Wolk for North Carolina in 6. Freeman for Germantown Academy in 7. And Parsons for Fast Tigers in lane 8. NCSA long course record in the women's 800 freestyle relay is an 8:17.42 by Lakeside Swim Team in 2015. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we go through what should be the top seeded heat here in this event. Rebecca Rents of Academy Bullets, lane 2. Less than half a length to go before she turns it over to Sadie Murphy up next. There goes Murphy. Second position, Lakeside Swim Team in lane 3. Charlotte Crush now in the water. Third, Germantown Academy in lane 7. Carly Bowles in 4th. Fishers Area Swimming Tigers in lane 8. Nalini Cortez. Charlotte Crush, Lakeside Swim Team. Coming up on Sadie Murphy of Academy Bullets as they race it out over in 2 and 3. Number 3 swimmer now away. For Academy Bullets, Haley Vlesick. And it's Haley McDonald for Lakeside Swim Team in 3. Third position, Germantown Academy in lane 7, Emily Hamill. And 4th, Dad's Club in lane 1, Ellie Burke. Lakeside Swim Team into the lead. Haley McDonald with 100 to go in the number 3 leg of this Heat 3 of the women's 800 freestyle relay. Germantown Academy into second position, lane 7. As Emily Hamill brings it down for Germantown Academy. Lakeside out in front, lane 3. Anchoring will be Ava Graziani for Germantown Academy in lane 7, Amelia Gibson. Third position, Academy Bullets in lane 2, Bridget McCann. Fourth, Dad's Club in lane 1, Emily DeMacius. Graziani still has Lakeside out front, lane 3. 100 to go. Academy Bullets back into second position, lane 2. Germantown Academy third in lane 7. Fast Tigers fourth in lane 8. With Emma Schumacher anchoring for the Tigers. Half a length to go here in Heat 3 of the women's 800 freestyle relay. Ava Graziani brings it in for Team Lakeside. And they touch in a time, 8:19.74. Three heats now in men's 200 freestyle relay. Heat 1 now, men's 200 freestyle relay. Michalik leading off for Chelsea Pierce, Grossman for Dad's Club in 2. You got Pace for Huntsville Swim Association in 3. Jones for Texas Ford in 4. Frank for Tsunami in 5. Haggard for Arlington Aquatic in 6. Peters for Chelsea Pierce in 7. And Zukovsky for Team Pittsburgh in lane 8. Tsunami in lane 5 out front. Jacob Duckworth now in the water for Texas Ford in lane 4. Andrew McEachran. Dad's Club third in lane 2. Larkin Hellman. Ellis Crishy up next for Tsunami in lane 5. Huntsville Swim Association now second in lane 3, Alexander Withrow. And third, Texas Ford in lane 4, Michael Seshow. Anchor swimmers away now. Out front, Huntsville Swim Association lane 3, Lance Young. For Chelsea Piers in lane 7, Peter Modalissi. And for Texas Ford in lane 4, Michael Morrow. Under the flag they go, and very close into the wall. First to touch is Tsunami Swim Team. Their A relay in lane 5 at a 135.83. Heat 2 of the men's 200 freestyle relay. Mattice leads off for Zinesville in lane 1. Knoll for Tide Riders in 2. Tome for Swim Streamline in 3. Ginsburg for Rockville Montgomery in 4. Wang for Suburban Seahawks in 5. Duncan for Eagle Swim Team in 6. Grood for Chicago Wolfpack in 7. And Solitario for New Wave in lane 8. Suburban Seahawks out front, lane 5. Charlie Nenchev. Now in the water for New Wave in lane 8. Joseph Capo in 3rd. Swim Streamline lane 3. Ryan Reitenbach. Suburban Seahawks still out front, lane 5. Jacob Johnson in the water now. Second, Zinesville Swim Club, lane 1. Caleb Kuntz. And third, Swim Streamline in lane 3. Dylan Avery. Anchoring for Suburban Seahawks, lane 5. Ken Yinie. For Swim Streamline, lane 3, Ty Conal. And for Tide Riders in lane 2, Jackson Bradburn. Suburban Seahawks are going to hit the wall first in lane 5, 134.50. Heat 3 in the men's 200 freestyle relay. Lane 1, Fleck for Germantown Academy. 2, Petler for Long Island Aquatic. 3, Tetrakoff for Huntsville Swim Association. Lane 4, McKenzie for Arlington Aquatic. Lane 5, Crush for Lakeside. 6, Ross for Machine Aquatics. Lane 7, Higgins for Core Swimming. And lane 8, Chapman for Dad's Club. Lakeside Swim Team. Out front, lane 5, Alexander Teesing. Now underway. Machine Aquatics second in lane 6, Noah Dyer. And for Germantown Academy in lane 1, Jonathan Freeman. Underway now for Lakeside in lane 5, Thomas Mercer. Second, Dad's Club in lane 8, Nicholas Hensel. And third, Huntsville Swim Association in lane 3, Luke Bedsel. NCSA long course record in this event, 133.09 by Arlington Aquatic Club at last summer's championship meet. Lakeside swim team, anchor swimmer on the way back, Zane Butt. For Dad's Club in lane 8, Alex Maeo. And for Huntsville in lane 3, Jonathan McDonald. Charging in lane 3, Jonathan McDonald for Huntsville. And touching first is Lakeside on the wall in lane 5, 133.49. Now we start alternating relays. So back to women's 800 free. 800 free relay. Heat 4 for the women. Crash leading off for Texas Fort Aquatics in lane 1. Gersper for St. Andrews in 2. Wayner for Waukesha Express in 3. Mowry for Franklin Regional in 4. Hunt for Affinity Aquatic in lane 5. Waltz for Astra Area Aquatics in 6. Connolly for Ole Swimming in 7. And Krager for the Tide Riders in lane 8. Aspen Ersper has St. Andrews out in front, lane 2. Logan Zielinski up next. For Waukesha Express in lane 3, Ella Antnewski. Third position, lane 7, Ole Swimming, Catherine Tang. Avery Larson up next for Waukesha Express in lane 3. Over in lane 2 for St. Andrews, Alexandra Erickson. Lane 7 for Ole Swimming, Emma Kate Zanoli. Carly Marusik up next for Waukesha. Ole Swimming. Second in lane 7, Elise McCall. Number 3 position, lane 6, Astra Area Aquatics, Torrin Wall. Carly Marusik bringing it in for Waukesha Express in lane 3. And Waukesha Express, their time, 8:32.67. Heat 4 of the men's 200 freestyle relay. Bowman leading off for Lakeside in lane 1. Chevers for Petty Aquatic in 2. Owens for Texas Ford Aquatics in 3. Odo for Kentucky Aquatics in 4. Barry for Zionsville in 5. Leo for Academy Bullets in 6. Austin for Affinity Aquatic in 7. And Price for Franklin Regional in lane 8. Kentucky Aquatics out front. Clark Coyle now in the water for Affinity Aquatic in lane 7, Micah Mitchell. And third, Zionsville Swim Club in lane 5, Tobias Dolans. Kentucky Aquatics, they are tearing it up. Elijah Grinecki now for Kentucky Aquatics. Second, Franklin Regional in lane 8, Thomas Campbell. And third, Academy Bullets in lane 6, Simon Makowski. Alex Oxenbean, the anchor for Kentucky Aquatics in lane 4. There he goes. Second, Academy Bullets now. Lane 6, Aiden Puck. And third for Petty Aquatic in lane 2, Max Peterson. Oxenbean for Kentucky in lane 4 churns it up on the wall in a time of 1:34.75. Heat 5 in women's 800 freestyle relay. Sanders leads off for Bowling Green in lane 2. Zentz for Eagle Swim Team in 3. Carabello for Wilmington Aquatic Club in 4. Gill for Chelsea Pierce in 5. And Emma on the hill for Northwest Arkansas in lane 6. Jenna Gogol underway now for Northwest Arkansas in lane 6. Second, Eagle Swim Team in lane 3, Aaron Booty. And in lane 5 for Chelsea Piers, They're in third position, and we got Margaret Erickson in the water. Aaron Booty coming in here for Eagle Swim Team in lane 3. Turn it over to Jillian Hawkins. Lane 6 for Northwest Arkansas. Lian Fang Yu, there she goes. Lane 5 for Chelsea Pierce. And Ellisware. Away in lane 4 for Wilmington, Mallory Jeremiah. And now over in lane 2 for Bowling Green, Kate Hildebrand. Jillian Hawkins coming in here. Zoe Wecker to anchor for Eagle Swim Team. Lane 6 for Northwest Arkansas Aquatic, Ellison Schrank. In third position, lane 5, Chelsea Pierce, Anna Edwards. For Wilmington, Rachel Buckrath. And Claire Kamiri for Bowling Green in lane 2. Zoe Wecker, Eagle Swim Team. 840.02. Heat 5 of the men's 200 freestyle relay. You leads off for Northwest Arkansas in lane 1. Church for Machine Aquatics in 2. Hernandez for Center Grove in 3. Rooney for Rockville Montgomery in 4. Lee for North Carolina in 5. Brune for Waukesha Express in 6. Gillard for Southeast Metro Sharks in lane 7. Henderson for Swim Streamline in lane 8. Center Grove out in front, lane 3. Max Height in the water now for North Carolina in lane 5. Ian Platts Mills. And third in lane 1, Northwest Arkansas, Ethan Bedori. North Carolina, lane 5, out in front. Andrew Commons. Waukesha Express, second in lane 6, Ian Leonard. And Machine Aquatics, third in lane 2, Tyler Whitaker. Here go the anchor swimmers with Waukesha Express out front, lane 6, Carter Jewell. Lane 5 for North Carolina, Tyler Barrett. And for Swim Streamline, they're third in lane 8, Tyler Tannenberger. It's going to be Waukesha Express in lane 6, their time, 1:36.58. Heat 6 in the men's 200 freestyle relay. Haney leads off for Early Swimming in 1, Baldwin for Long Island Aquatic in 2, Pruitt for Excel Aquatics in 3, Elmore for Stingrays in 4, Hanson for Mako Aquatics in 5, Tipton for Chicago Wolfpack in 6, Skidmore for Eagle Swimming in 7, and Sherman for Academy Bullets in lane 8. Second swimmer in the water now with Ole out front in lane 1, Benjamin Luganinsky for Mako Aquatics in lane 5, Brady Wanapickum. And for Stingrays in lane 4, Noah Smith. Stingrays in lane 4, Nathan Raridan. Ole swimming in lane 1, Isaac Davis. For Mako swimming in lane 5, Taylor Matter. Stingrays out in front, lane 4, Theodore Thomas anchoring. Ole swimming second in lane 1, Colin Zexter. And Chicago Wolfpack in lane 6, Charles Tracy. Stingrays, 135.22. Heat 7, men's 200 freestyle relay. Schultz leads off for Rockwood Swim Club. In lane 3, Hartman for Team Pittsburgh in 4, Osborne for Tide Riders in 5, and Bartz for Nova of Virginia in 6. Nova of Virginia out front, lane 6. Douglas Welsh now underway. Second, Rockwood in lane 3. Jacob Wolf. Third is Tide Riders in lane 5. Maxwell Marcus and Joshua Grimmenstein for Pittsburgh in 4. Nova of Virginia still out front in lane 6. Jackson Mueller. Second, Rockwood in lane 3, Jeffrey G. Third, Tide Riders in lane 5, Julio Suarez and Tyler Turgeon for Pittsburgh in 4. Nova Virginia on the way back. Their anchor swimmer, Aiden Muanovic. Tide Riders in second, lane 5, Asher Cole. For Rockwood, Samuel Bola and Noah Lang for Team Pittsburgh in lane 4. Nova of Virginia is going to touch first in a time of 1:38.95. And that, ladies and gentlemen, closes out day 3 of the 2023 NCSA Summer Swimming Championships. Tomorrow morning, we're going to see competition in the women's 500 free, the men's 500 free, women's and men's 100 fly, and the women's and men's 200 breaststroke. We'll come back, do those in the finals, plus we will add 400 freestyle relays for women and men. That tomorrow morning. Our warm-up start at 6 and preliminary competition at 8:30. Thanks everybody who's been watching tonight on our webcast. Thanks to all of our timers. Thanks to all of our USA Swimming officials and the IU Natatorium staff for keeping us safe today. Take care, everybody. Have a good evening.